What's up, everybody? We're here with another battle report. We got Eldar versus Ultramarines today for the Eldar list. Still practicing for some worlds. We have a unit of 5 Wraith Blades, 2 units of 10 Wraith Guard with Spirit Seers in them. Then we've got 2 units of Swooping Hawks, Fuegan, Illic with his Rangers, 2 Autarchs. The one is the Phoenix Gem. He looks like a phoenix. And the Avatar. It's a pretty simple list. Just trying to get as many games as we can in and practiced for our pods. And we'll see how it goes. Let's go see what Thomas is packing today.
All right, guys. Got Brad's Eldar over there. So I'm going to try and mix it up. We're going to put in a little bit of Vanguard today. We have Ultramarines. Infiltrating guys. All right, so let's go through. We got a little bit of proxies in here, but we're going to do our best. Nothing like last minute tournament prep to just like really pull out all the models you need to paint. Like, geez. So in Scepters, we got a lot of them. We got 6 Plasmas, 3 Bolters. These stand-in guys are 6 Plasma and Scepters. We got the Las Cannon Centurions. We got a unit of Company Heroes. 2 units of 3 Eradicators. We have Calgar, the man himself, Uriel, so we can give him Deep Strike or give the Centurions Deep Strike. We got the Biologists. We got the unit of Aggressors. We got 3 units of Scouts. And we have a Calidus Assassin. Oops, I forgot to get that. I'll go get that. Calidus Assassin. That's a lot of stuff. There she is. That's the list. Lots of stuff to jump around. It's Vanguard. We can sneak around. We're going to infiltrate Calgar. He has the relic to let him infiltrate. Yeah, this is going to be a new list for me, so I'm going to try it out and see what it does.
Okay, here's the table layout right there. You can see what that is. I'll go over the terrain in a second. We're going to be playing Take and Hold, which is just going to be up to 15 primary. Choose your battlefield, so player place objectives, and on sweeping engagement. So the objective in the middle stays there. Then we rolled off to see who's going to place the objective. Thomas won the roll-off. He placed an objective back here. Then I countered that with one right here towards mid. Then Thomas went all the way in this corner over there. And I went all the way in the opposite corner over here. So the 2 I placed are right next to each other right here. Thomas then won the roll-off. He chose the side that he placed the objectives on. So he's over there and there. Obviously, these are also pretty close to, where he can go. So it will definitely be interesting. He picked the sides, and now let's get to deploying. All right, let's go over the deployment here. Start off in the mid. I've got both of my Wraith Guard blocks just in mid here. They can't be seen by anything that Thomas has over this way on this first turn, unless obviously I go first and then he teleports, but I'll be moving, so I'll be a little bit safer then. If his Inceptors get a really big advance from here, they could potentially shoot this squad, which that just means that then they're a good candidate for Phantasm to make sure that they don't get shot. So there's options there. That's why I kind of have one on one side and one on another. I got a lone op here, so I could kind of move on to this objective. I pushed the scouts up here just so that he couldn't forward deploy super close to this one. Obviously, if he goes first and he moves close to them, I can move them away, and then if I absolutely have to Phantasm them, I could. And then I've got 3 characters just kind of over here. I wanted to have range to both of these objectives because I could just kind of sit in this corner with my lone ops and my characters and have good punchback. So there's not a huge reason for me to go to them, but then if I want to, the Avatar can just kind of run, and if he has guys here, I could kind of start to slingshot myself into this his home base. So there's always options. And then in this corner, I've got guys over here. Really, this is so that I can spread out and kind of screen this corner, so you can't just like come down here with Centurions for free and like get my back line. So I do have options to kind of screen and spread out along this back, and I also have options to go really fast into get my secondaries. I did pick behind enemy lines and deploy teleport homers, and then the Wraith Blades are here to just go and threaten this objective, right? So if he leaves this objective or anything, and I can just run them over here and make a charge, they can go into some scouts. So it kind of makes them have to keep something else there, or they can just kind of jump there and take it from him. Thomas, you want to go over what you are doing on your end?
Yeah, it's always, again, challenging when you're playing a list you're not used to, like different units. What's the strategy? I was trying to put some extra units on the board. You see I have Inceptors here to try to outplay his drops to see where his Wraithguard were going to go, but he still ended up having more drops with his characters. I do have the ability to pick these guys up and deep strike them with strats, so they could still come back in and do Inceptor things. So I thought it would be useful to have them on the board as a threat also on the first turn. Again, I knew he was going to put. Didn't want him to put some Wraithguard over here and then my whole army be on that side. So I really kind of overloaded here just to kind of push him to the opposite side, which it worked. So there's not much over here. So hopefully I don't have to expend a lot of resources holding this, and these guys can redeploy. I do have infiltrating Calgar squad here. Not a ton of great spots open here. If he goes first, it's just the angles could get shot. I didn't want these Wraithguard to just walk up and plow Calgar first. We'll just be here threatening the center. Phantasm's always a thing. Just gotta be careful of that. And then over here, we can always pick up these guys and teleport them as well. So like from an angle perspective, can't really move out and shoot, but if he does want to stick his nose out, we do have some firing here. These scouts are there to threaten. I don't know that I really want to throw them away on the first turn if I go first. So we'll see what I end up doing with those. In reserve, I have 1 unit of Eradicators, 1 unit deep striking bolter Inceptors, and then this is the plasma proxies, so 6 plasma Inceptors deep striking in. So again, we can redeploy a lot, but that's what we got. So let's go to the roll, and we'll come back and see who's going first.
All right, so pretty simple turn. It's how we usually start it. With deploying behind, usually I just will suicide a squad all the way over there. But I didn't want to spend my CP to double move in this first turn. So these guys are just going to do it in the middle, and I'm not going to get any behind. May or may not be worth it, so I know I'm going to be behind on secondary points, but I wanted to save my CP on this first turn, so we're not going to do that. And then I've just kind of gone all the way up in here. He's 19 inches away from these guys, so if I did need to move them 7 inches to make his charge basically impossible, I could. So if he wanted to try to do that, I could Phantasm them away, or I could just leave them there and let them get punched if he wants to go for that charge. If he drops in like over here, I have the option to Phantasm these guys away. And same thing, if he comes over here, I could also Phantasm them away. So I kind of positioned to where I can Phantasm either of these guys. And I saved my CP because I wanted to keep it for Overwatch. So if he comes in anywhere around these guys, I'm going to Overwatch him. I just kind of set up here. I screened all the way back here from his Inceptors. So this is all screened out. Made sure his Inceptors couldn't come anywhere over here. And then I've just got a little staging up here for these characters. So if he stays over here, or if he was to drop over here, I can just come and get him then the next turn very easily. Then I just stayed over here. I screened this out so that the Centurions can't come anywhere over here as well. So if the Centurions jump, they're going to have to come way over here. And then they're not going to really have line of sight on anything. And then if they come over here, they're just going to get eaten next turn. So I kind of made it so he hopefully isn't going to jump the Centurions this turn. But then the plasma guys, you are choosing to jump them. So he's going to jump the plasma guys. So they're going to come down somewhere. He's either going to choose to come down here and try to kill these squads, or he's going to come here and do something else. So we'll see where he comes in with those and what he does.
All right. The magic of move making. As long as that took for you guys, it took a lot longer for us. All I had to do movement wise was figure out where he's going to Phantasm. And then every time I decided not to go somewhere, then he didn't have to Phantasm there. It was terrible. So I dropped my plasmas back here, trying to pick up some of these resources without risking anything. Since these guys are here, I drew Cleanse, and of course he was taunting me to draw Capture Enemy Outposts, and of course I did, so I'm like all mad. But I can get Cleanse, so I ran these scouts up here to Cleanse, but then I realized, well, he could just Phantasm onto the objective, so I have to protect that. But I also have to be careful. There's all this here, so whatever I stick out here is going to get nuked, and I only had Calgar over there or the Assassin, so I was like, well, I can Overwatch with the Assassin or shoot with a Flamer, so I could do some things. So like, yes, I could protect that Cleanse, because I know he'll throw those guys away. I was worried about the Avatar just peeking around the edge here, so I was trying to like back up my guy so I can't get shot with this Flamer. And then he's like, are you done? You're done? I'm like, yes, hold on. And I'm like, Calgar decided to run back behind here, because he could just phantasm these guys this way from that wall and then move up and shoot into my little angle here. I was like, oh, that's no good. So I ran him back behind this wall just to keep threatening the center objective. And then his special move was, after all that, he phantasm Fuegan. I'm like, yeah, that guy's no good. If he walks over here, we're going to lose some Centurions. Because that guy's a jerk. It's just what he is. Better get good on some Overwatch. I don't know what's going to happen right now. I don't like that. I'll do my turn real fast. Hopefully,
you saw everything but that.
I did not see that. I thought through so many angles. I'm like, stupid Eldar, every time under my breath. And then here we are, stupid Eldar again. So let me see if I can kill these guys. I got a 4 pinball, so you can never say never over here. But hopefully they're dead, and I don't lose these guys for something dumb. I rolled 1 overheat. I debated whether to re-roll it, but I probably should save my CP for stupid Fuegan things that are about to happen to me. And then I did 9 wounds to him. He used a fate dice, and he passed a bunch of 4s, so he only lost 3 guys. Annoying. Sad. I'm always sad. I should have just shot some Wraith Guard and just let him move. Discarding capture outpost, yeah. We got our clans. We're coming back. Oh, here he comes. Some in-game action. The drama is high, always around here. So he brought in Fuegan. He was deciding whether it was worth 1 melt a shot to take the Overwatch. I did roll 4 missile wounds and 2 las cannon wounds. He made all the missile saves on invulnerables. He took 1 las cannon, failed it. I did some damage, but he feel no pained it, so he's down to 3 wounds. And then he just fate diced the last cannon wound, so he's still alive. Then he's like, well, your Overwatch is done. I'm going to bring in this Autark. We're going to throw grenades, melt a lot of damage. Avatar just ran up. In-game action. Here comes the big boys. They're coming to attack me. Yeah, Eldar. Dumb. I don't even know. We'll see what happens next. All right, while he's just about to do his fighting, I was debating whether I should pop Armor Contempt. I did. He hit 2 melted hits with both of the characters. I rolled 2 2s, so nobody get the save. They died. He threw grenades. He only did 1 wound, so did it where it didn't matter. Then he was going to charge with his Autark. I tried to use my last TP. I was like, Armor Contempt. I ended up spending it on the company heroes to try to move block him. So instead of moving back, I moved my guys forward to kind of push around this guy. I had to move D6 inches. I rolled a 1, of course, so I couldn't really block him as much as I want, but it did prevent the Centurions from getting charged. Unfortunately, I have no CP, so I can't teleport them away. Yuck, he's about to fight, so let's see if the company heroes can survive. It's more laughing on the Brad side than it is on the Thomas side. It's just so ridiculous. So I survived here from both guys punching. He killed 2 of the guys and wounded 1, so I'm still alive. I was able to swing back, and I killed the wounded Fuegan, but he did roll 5 to get back up, so he's still alive laughing. After he killed, the way I pulled the guys, maybe I didn't do it right. He was able to tag my... he was just a little bit closer to these guys, so he killed the guy and then piled in. Both Fuegan and him swung, so... tagged into here, so I was like, I might be able to overwhelm him. They have 2 damage attacks, and he's like, well, I'll pop -1 to hit. He's lightning fast, so I use my cowardice to make that cost extra next time, because that's literally the only strat that is mattering. He's like, I'll never use that strat, and he used it on me. They only hit on 4s in melee, so they turned it into hitting on 5s, which was crap. I ended up doing 4 wounds to him, but he just literally made them all, so it didn't matter. I was like, that's not nice. He just literally didn't even need a fake dice. He's just like, whatever, I'll just make him. So, yeah, that's it. I do hold my objective, so small victories, but I have this to deal with, and now I can't fall back and shoot. It's just all bad over here. I don't know what to do. Now we got this guy to deal with. And let's go try to figure this out. We'll be back. And over here, the slap fest. I had 1 guy on 1 wound because he shot me with all the hawks, auto-wounding me. I failed 2 saves. So I was like, feels good. He ran in, punched with both. He did the hawks first, trying to pick up the 1 wound guy. The guy with the power sword did him in. And then he swung with the 2 guys, and they whiffed completely. So I don't take any damage from those guys. And I'm like, I'm going to swing most of my attacks into the hawks, and then I whiff. And he's like, I make all my saves. No damage. It's just slap fest over here. So, yeah. Come All right, I have to like make a lot of compromises. It's unfortunate in-game action here. He's trying to decide where he's going to do his phantasm. I've given him lots of choices. I advanced these guys out, took the Overwatch. He rolled 3 natural 6s. He used his Fate Messenger 4 6s, and then he used some Fate Dice 5 6s. I was like, well, I got 4 up on Victor's card. Just got to tank a couple. I rolled 1 out of 4 with a CP reroll. Didn't make it. Then he got dev wounds. 5 go through, or 4 go through. So he killed both Vitrix and two guys because he rolled 5-6, 5-6 for his damage. It was awful. I dropped these Inceptors here, so now he has to decide if he wants to Phantasm those guys. He's trying to decide where he can get cover. I forced his hand on this side by dropping these Inceptors here. So if he doesn't Phantasm them away, then I will get his primary. He Phantasms too far away, he may not be able to shoot as many guys back when they die, but he can just pull these casualties, so I don't know that it matters. It depends. I had to drop close because he could have potentially Phantasm away. These guys could Phantasm away, so I can't charge. I don't think he's doing that. Over here, I've got 1 CP to grenade. I fell back. I drew area denial and investigate signals. Not ideal. I could try to kill him right now. I have these scouts. They're debating whether they want to area denial. I didn't want Fuegan to Phantasm away, so I brought these guys in, not where they want to be, to shoot at Fuegan, or if he like bounces on the wrong side of the wall. And then these guys over here, just hanging out, doing investigate signals. Over here, I have pistols, so I can just shoot into combat, so there's no need to run away. I could investigate signals and just take some hits. Points might be worth it, but I think we're going to try to get some kills. When it taketh and they give it away, over here, let's see what happened. I threw the grenades. He's got 4 wounds on his Autarch that has the Phoenix Gem. I threw 5 mortal wounds from the grenades. Go, Gadget Uriel. Killed him. He rolled a 1. Did not get back up. Glorious. I shot all the melted guns here and all the guns from Uriel's depleted squad. He doesn't care. He just makes all his saves. It doesn't matter. Over here, we kill the Hawks. Over here, plasmas. I had to shoot. Actually, didn't go over here. Both the guys shot at the chumps. He like tanked so many guys on the 1 guy in terrain on 4 pluses. So he only lost a couple dudes there. Then these guys shot. He moved himself into terrain so he can have a 4+ save for my plasma. He hit half basically, so he only lost 5. He shot back and killed 3 of them. So sort of lucky, but also about right. But he did roll 5, 5, 6 for damage. So I was like, come on, just miss the damage. Over here, I stayed in combat, so I shoot my pistols. I overcharged. I did 4 saves on him. There's just 2 Wraith Guard guys here. He failed none. And then I overheated, lost 1. I'm like, it's the worst. I lost guys and he didn't get any kills. I was like, oh my gosh. We're about to do some combats. This is not going to probably do well, but I'll deplete a few guys. I don't have any CP, so I can't even epic challenge. Ugh. Stupid Seer's going to be alive. He's not even visible. Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
I was smart.
He was. Okay, let's do the combat. See if we can kill Fuegan and deplete some of these guys. Over here, Fuegan is dead. Take it, Fuegan. Could not handle all the punches. Over here, I killed 5. He's about to punch me back. Over here, he punched and killed 1 with the Wraith Guard, and I slapped back and only killed 1 Hawk. So, still alive, but those guys pretty much wasted in this corner. I don't know if that was a good choice.
All right, so here's what we did here. These guys just kind of split fire. I only killed 1 guy there. I only killed 1 guy here. Didn't really do enough, just bad rolls. I was able to pick up 3 more aggressors here. So it is what it is. He's going to come in. We already know he's going to probably kill them in combat. We shot the Avatar over here into the Centurions, killed 3 of them, killed the champion squad here. So now the Avatar just has to survive the shooting from these couple squads. And then over here, 3 wounds from the blades, 3 failed saves, killed these guys finally. So I'm in a good spot for the end of the turn. Let's see what battle shocks he fails now.
All right, bottom of 3. I've drawn teleport homers and bring it down. I was excited I was going to kill this guy because just get revenge, even though like that's almost impossible with what I had left. I could have grenaded with my guys, but then I realized these guys were here. They could not get over this little plexiglass to see, so he's going to be safe. It's terrible. So the scouts elected to jump off. And then I ended up bringing him back over here for deploy teleport homers in the zone, and I'm going to try to like pop off at this character here with these guys and then make a charge onto his objective, hopefully tag those guys. Over here, these plasma guys that are remaining, they passed the battle shock, they're moving up to shoot. Eradicators are moving up to shoot. Calgar's waiting to shoot. Everyone's going to get killed after he shoots me back. It's going to be awful. But we don't have a lot of choices. And the assassin's just hanging out, I guess. She could go try to kill a character. We'll move the assassin and try to punk one of the characters. Alright, here we are, end of turn 3. I was able to shoot here and plink off with a 7 damage last cannon hit, 4 wounds off the avatar. Over here I punched. I did not want to engage this. Oh no, but I'm engaged with the other guy. Oh no, I was trying to hold him off the objective. We'll see what happens here. I did kill his character, and the scouts made a long charge with the reroll. He phantasmed this guy, so I was not able to kill him. I CP'd my missile launcher hit. I rolled a 1 to wound into another 1. Ugh, so he was able to like not even have to take a save. Calgar and crew. I shot melta-guns. I don't know if that was the right choice. Into the guys. He used the CP, he used the messenger, made all the saves. 5 guys shot back, killed my plasma. And then I was able to then run in and punch him and kill him all the way. Now this is happening here. And then it's his turn. So going into turn 4, I'm thin on the ground here, but I still have some points I'm scoring. I'm still scoring points, so it's not the end of the world.
All right, walking through that turn, I was able to put the Wraith Guard all right here to get a bead on this squad. I killed the aggressor and Calgar. He took the saves on Calgar trying to tank him, and he failed 1, so I just auto-6 that damage to make sure he's dead. Autark grenaded here, lived on 1 wound. I charged into it. I probably shouldn't have. I didn't realize that the assassin fought first, so the assassin killed me. I used a CP to re-roll it. Avatar killed the lone Centurion that was there and then killed the 3 Eradicators. These guys just did all of the secondary stuff and they're on that objective. Charged backwards here. He has 1 scout left. He failed his battle shock on the scouts. And then you passed this one. You failed both. Auto passed this one, failed the other one. So I killed 2 guys here out of the 3. So yeah, Thomas, let's see what points you can scrape together.
All right, I drew assassinate, can't get that. I drew engage. Unfortunate that guy failed his battle shock. He was surrounded, so I had to roll for it, but he walked out of combat with his 1 wound. Rolled a 4, was able to not die. Over here, this guy fell back from combat. He's now moving up to attack him, but that was able to get me the 3rd quarter for engage. This assassin moved over here with his 1 wound. Trying to do the charge into these guys, needed a 9, so he went in and phantasm off the objective just so he wouldn't do it. It cost him 5 points on primary, but he figured he wanted these guys alive for secondaries, so that's fine. And then this guy is trying to hide from the avatar. I have tricks to try to maybe, if he charges me, runs up. It just depends if he can move up and get line of sight around this ruin. He is OC 9 because they punch people, but he's got to live, so bigger problems than OC. We'll come back. This is top of turn 5. Holding out last hope I can pull this out.
All right, that's basically going to wrap the game up. The Avatar was able to see the Biologist here kill him. We got a dev wound here from the Wraith Guard. I had these guys just in case I needed to grenade the assassin that was there. Picked up the 1 scout that was left. We just flubbed over here, so it doesn't really matter or do anything. He picked up Secure No Man's Land. So that's how it's going to end. And Storm Hostile, which he doesn't have anything to do that. So he's going to end up with 30 on primary. I'll end up with 35. He'll end up with 24 on secondaries. I'll end up with 34. So 64 to 79 is the final. Eldar will take this one. So that is that. Thank you for the game, Thomas. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you next time.